But anyway, that's Mrs. Howe. And then the beautiful redhead, her name is Ginger. And then, of course, you've got the captain. And then you have on the right, you've got
Skipper.
Marianne. Yeah, the skipper. And his name is Skipper. He says, just call me old Skip or Skipper, whatever. Actually, I've been called worse, especially when I break out my ukulele. Thank you for not calling me any names. But anyway, that's our crew. That is my fearless crew, and we will serve you well aboard. What is the name of this ship, by the way? I don't see it anywhere. Wrote
the Spoon Slayer.
The Spoon Slayer. I was going to recommend naming it the Minnow, or maybe the Minnow 2 or something. But anyway, the Spoon Slayer. How in the hell is this name called the Spoon Slayer?
Do you want to keep riding?
We'll take that to. Want us to squab to deck, whatever. Can we have some food? Can we have some water? We've been stranded for days out here in the water. Oh, yes. So anyway, thank you for having us on board, and we'll serve you well, Captain. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the party sheet, and I'm gonna add all of your other new members as well. So there is the skipper. There's Gilligan, and they're all named and ready to go. So there's the professor. I need to add it. Yeah, there you go. There's Mr. Howe. There's Miss Howe. Here's Marianne. And then there's Ginger. So you got like 19 in your boat now. That's pretty crazy. So those are the pictures of your crew. That is amazing. Gilligan's Island. I figured you guys would like that. So.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we'll put you foursquare. We'll say there you go. You're about right here. Another day goes by. Now we got to take 19. Well, actually 18. You're Skrillian. He really doesn't need it. So.
Well, are you ready for the bad news, Dave?
What is the bad news, Lily?
This out of character here. Mm-hmm. This video is going to be demonetized now on YouTube.
Why? Because I sang that?
Yeah.
Who cares? That don't matter.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, I didn't play any music. I just sang it. So, and I know my
actually, if you sing it well enough, that'll pick it up as well.
I didn't. So I didn't. I
know.
Words, so algorithms.
That's true.
Up, so yeah. Yeah, I did think about that. So, what do you guys think of your new crew, your new crew members?
Very nice.
Pretty cool.
I would like to talk to the skipper and find out how they got here. What happened? How did they crash?
Sure thing, little buddy. Well, all of a sudden a storm happened. A bunch of mist came out, and we ended up in some strange sea. My GPS wasn't working. I couldn't tell where I was on any kind of navigational tools that I had on the Minnow, and it's been probably about 10 days since we've been here. I don't even know where we're at. Why are you in I got a question for you. Why are you in a wooden ship? That's what I want to know.
This is top of the line. A top of the line craft. What are you talking about? A wooden ship?
Where I come from, wooden ships haven't been used in about 250, 300 years. Well, I'd say at least 150 years. So, you mean we're not in the Atlantic Ocean anymore? We're not on planet Earth?
I don't believe so. And you see where your not made of wood ship got you, right? I came through the same storm. My ship is still here.
Well, I was on a 28-foot bayliner, my friend. That's plenty big enough in the where I'm from.
That's the Ribligan said something about the Earth, too.
Yeah, and the Skrillian, he clicks over as he's just climbing back over the side of the ship from eating his day's worth of days worth of food that's attached to the bottom. But anyway, this is all he made.
That is super creepy, dude.
Captain, I told you that I was pretty much self-sufficient, and all I would need was a little bit of food for barnacles from the side of the ship, my friend. I mean, if you want to give me rations, I'm fine with that too.
No, you just need to like tap 3 times before your head pops up over the side of the ship.
Oh, sort of like a safe word, maybe.
Yeah.
Only 3 times like a safe word.
I think we're about to go into repel borders. You come climbing up over the edge like that again.
You gonna careen me? What is it? Careening me or something like that? Oh my gosh! So he says,
Keelhole.
yes, there's been keelhole. There's been people from Earth here. You know, they're basically strangers. There's Spanish people, Chinese people. There's been Englishmen, Frenchmen, the Dutch, and they have built cities all across what's left of Charybdis. So you're from this planet Earth as well, and they keep going back and forth, and yeah. So and you could see their wreckage was kind of a weird material. You know, it looked like it didn't look like it was your typical wooden ship. But yeah,
I guess after the shock of seeing a crab person talk to them.
and that as well. Ginger says, "Oh, happy birthday, Mr. President."
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm gonna sex this entire male crew up while I'm here. Just kidding. So, yeah, that's basically, I don't know, but that's basically what happened. Oh my goodness, you have the cast of Gilligan's Island on your ship. Unbelievable.
So based
and
on
this is just the
the
beginning.
amount of mouths that we have to feed now, we need to perhaps send a party ashore to gather and forage.
Well, Captain, what about those nets for the seagulls? Maybe we could catch some seagulls in the nets, Captain. Seagull soup.
Well, we need to get the stuff to make some extra nets to catch the seagulls, right?
Sure thing. So, yeah, Crispy Pete gets with Aqueous. Aqueous and you guys, they start making ships, and, you know, you guys get... And he says, Captain, according to my calculations, as he's kind of got his little eye reticle over one of his little telescope eyes, he says, according to my calculations, so we've only got about 2 days worth of food left in the cargo hold. So it looks like everybody's going to be going overboard and eating barnacles like myself after 2 days. You don't want a mutiny on the bow, Captain. Mutiny,
We do
you
not.
don't want a mutiny. You don't want a mutiny. And then all of a sudden, because, you know, you got old Wee Willie up in the crow's nest again. Captain! Straight ahead! Shipwreck, straight ahead! And this is you guys go the next day, you know, basically. And let's move you guys over on the map a little bit more. You guys are about... Next day, you'll be at the teeth, for the next day.
All the time.
Yeah, and that's what Aqueous said. You know, especially around this area of Torthcall, you know, with the large rapid, you know, the massive currents and stuff. Why don't you give me a boating check as well for the day, old Captain Shen?
In the tower or out?
Just out in the open. Not too bad. Yeah, you're successful. You are navigating right on course. You're still within, you know, just within eye shot of the coast, the southern coast of Korthal. And ahead, you see that there is a broken mass that's sticking out of water. And the water doesn't look very deep here because you're starting to get back into where the teeth are. You're still about a day out or so. But you see a mast sticking up out of the water, and you can see some other parts of a ship that has sunk. And he says, straight ahead, it looks like a shipwreck, sir. Should we... And then Willie says, should we scavenge it, sir? Should we scavenge it? Like the pirates that we are. Arr! Or scurvy sea dogs, whatever we are. Arr!
Are you all up for some scavenging? Nobody opposed.
Let's
Set
check
anchor.
out.
Lily has a scavenging compass.
Ooh. Does it look like there's good scavenge down there?
Maybe.
You start to put some of the sails down and, slowly creep up on it so you don't, hit anything that's just barely protruding, under the water that's not protruding out of the water. And, it looks like it's probably about, the water is just beautiful, crystal clear. You can see the bottom, and you can actually see that there is a shipwreck. And this is basically what it's going to look like, because you can see it's on its side, basically. It's probably 40 feet deep, 50 feet deep. And like I said, portion of the mast is sticking out. Also, part of the side is sticking out as well. So that is what you see.
I'm still buffering.
Neat.
There it is.
Yeah, sorry, my internet went bonkers for about 30 seconds there.
While you were uploading it to everyone.
So the part that we can clearly see is the part that's sticking out of the water?
Correct, yeah. You guys are to the bottom of the map, basically, is where your front end of the ship is. Yeah, looks like it's been there for a little while. There's some other, as you guys are starting to, you can see some other rocks and stuff jutting up out of the water as well.
I think we need to drop anchor where we're at, getting closer with the spoon slayer, and use the dinghies to go over for the scavenging evolution.
Oh, good idea.
My good old folding boat.
Oh, yeah, you got your folding boat still, too, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot that. Oh, and the skipper, he's just amazed when he sees that thing. Where'd you get that, little buddy?
Out of my fanny pack.
Oh my God! So you get the folding boat out, you get it in. Who all's going on the little ship down to where this sunken shipwreck is? This underwater shipwreck.
That's right, I'll go.
Lily's eager to test out her compass.
Omi's aquatic, so he can really help with this.
This might be a good time to say I can't swim, guys.
I want to hear Omi talk under the water. Tyr, when he played the Kraken, that was awesome, man.
The world tour.
Yeah. All right, so everybody's going but Darg over to the shipwreck, maybe.
You're not gonna stay in the boat in the folding boat, Darg?
Yeah, I could, but I can't swim.
Well, you can stay in the boat.
All right.
That's
you can be in charge of the anchor. You're the anchor watch.
No, it's not a hindrance. I just don't have the skill.
Right on. Well, you can still do it unskilled. I mean, what's the worst that can happen with an unskilled check?
You can be the anchor watch.
All right. Very good. So everybody climbs into the folding boat, and you paddle on over to where you're just hovering above the shipwreck. Everything, there's all kinds of, there's some boxes, there's some barrels, that are basically sunken into the sand. Looks like it's been here for a little while, because half of the ship looks like it's kind of it's been covered with sand. So what say you, adventurers?
Well, Lily opens up her compass and looks at it.
And what does the compass do?
It always points towards treasure, never to north.
Never to the north, you said?
Right. Oh, I guess unless the treasure is to the north, but it doesn't point to north.
It just basically points towards treasure, then, right?
Right. If there's nothing around, it just spins.
Well, it doesn't spin. Well, it does spin when you're on the ship, of course, but whenever you get over the
Right.
shipwreck, the needle kind of points towards the bow of the boat and to the back of the boat. So the needle kind of swings, kind of pointing
Oh, cool.
in two different directions, yeah. So you think there could be something down there?
You guys want to go diving and take some ropes with us in case we need to tie it around something?
Yes.
Yeah, Lily shows the compass to the nearest adult.
Looks like there's possibly stuff fore and aft of the ship, in the bow and the stern. Recommend checking the bow first.
All right. So who all's going down? Shen?
She'll go down.
Zero can go down.
You guys have the ability to
I have the
swim
natural
down
swimmer.
about 40 feet down. It is about 40 feet down, so it is a pretty big ship. So who all's going in the water? I know Darg's watching the anchor. I would.
Yeah,
take it
I'm staying in the
Omi's
boat.
going down.
Well,
Okay.
Omi's aquatic, so this is natural for him.
All right. We'll put
The Thray's
Omi
got
down.
a
Down
4.
using his ring of water walking and ring of or circlet of water breathing.
Okay, so Shen's going down. Nice use of that.
The Thray's got swimming, but only a 4. Is that good enough?
Yeah, you got to be able. You can go into the water. I mean, you're going to be able to. You got to hold your breath too, so because you're going down. Unless you got any kind of items or anything like that.
out of curiosity, what's the skill for holding your breath? That'd be like a vigor check or something.
I would probably say something like that, or maybe even swimming.
Okay, she's got a high vigor, so she can go.
Let me.
Well, I have natural swimmer. It's natural swimmers add +2 to their swimming rolls, add +1 to their swimming pace, and can hold their breath 50% longer.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have a certain amount of time you can hold your breath.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I should have had it wrote down. All right, holding your breath. Characters can hold their breath for a number of rounds equal to 2 plus their vigor die, or half that if they weren't prepared for being. Yeah, you guys are prepared for that. So, all right, so you guys can hold 2 plus vigor. So, and that'll be rounds, not minutes. So, Nothray, you're 2 plus. What's your? Let's see, what's your vigor?
She's got a 10.
Holy cow, going with the 10
Oh,
for
nice.
Central is nice. Ooh, 4 spirit, 4, I like that. I like that 4 spirit. I definitely like that 4 spirit. So, yeah, so you can actually hold your breath for 12 rounds. That's pretty crazy. That's good. So, Nothray, it looks like you're plunging in, right?
Yep.
Lily, are you plunging in, or are you hanging out with the anchor?
No, she's gonna stay in the boat.
Zero, how about you?
I'm going to stay in a boat. I do have natural swimmer, but I'm going to stay.
Okay. Darg, you're hanging out as well. So looks like 3 of you are going in. So okay, you guys plunge into. I'm sure you probably take off your armor and stuff like that, Nothray, because you will sink like a paperweight.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
also Shen as
Normally, at
well.
this point, I'd have a really good idea, but Lily's an 8-year-old child, so it misses.
All right, so everybody takes their armor off, and you plunge into the water. What weapons are you guys bringing, if any? The spear guns from like Creature of the Black Lagoon, stuff like that? Your normal weapon, you guys are probably carrying? I don't know. They're pretty heavy as well.
Warhammer.
Warhammer. That's gonna help you sink right to the bottom.
Yeah, I don't care
Going
about
down will
sinking.
be quick.
I can breathe in the waters.
Grab a couple daggers and spears to go down with, maybe.
All right, so you guys get out of the folding boat, and you are inside of the water. You are actually under the water now, swimming down to the bottom of the boat. Now you guys are looking around, correct? And Lily told you that there was supposedly something in basically the bottom of the ship, well, the back of the ship and the front of the ship. So
Starting in the bow, yes.
all right. So as you guys are down there, why don't you guys give me a I guess a notice check? It would be for Savage Worlds. If you don't have notice, it's unskilled. As you guys can see, notice is pretty important. Ooh, I love to see those -2 rolls. All right, Shen. Wow. Oh, that's actually wow. Shen, holy cow! Did your wild die not save your butt again with a 16? Don't you love the wild die?
Yeah, I like the wild die.
Yeah, the wild die is really good. So even with an unskilled check, Nothray, you find like a corner of a chest that's sticking out, and let's see, it probably took you, if you're 40 feet down, we're in round number 3 as you guys find the treasure. You find the treasure. It doesn't matter basically for anybody but except for Nothray. So round 3, you find that corner of the chest sticking out, and you're kind of waving it. You're kind of waving the sand away, and you pull this small little chest that's sunk into the sand.
So I try to signal the guys that I found this chest.
Sure.
And I pull it out.
Sure. Everybody sees you. But now, as for Shen, you actually find something really nice, and let's see, what do you find? So you open up there's like a little lock. It's got a bunch of barnacles and like pieces of coral starting to grow on it and stuff, but you chip it away with your weapon, and you can open that up, and there is a bunch of coins inside of this small little chest. So why don't you give me a D10 roll? Just throw a 10-sided in the chat for me, Nothray. All right, so it looks like you find about 90 pieces of gold, but they don't look like the gold from where you're from. These look like they're stamped with different symbols and faces and stuff. So you find 90 gold. So why don't you go ahead and also give me a percentile as well.
Oh yeah, and I also have the treasure hound edge, if you remember.
But that doesn't. But you're not searching for the treasure, right? You're not the one that's down there, right? It doesn't count.
I don't know. Let me look and see. I think it only has to be in the group.
Is that how you do it?
You right-click on the 10-sided, and then hit the percent symbol. Sorry about that. I thought you knew how to do it.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
It's all right, no problem. So they found 90 pieces of gold.
It just says if there's a treasure hound in the party.
Okay, then.
GM increases the value of booty by 25%, and magical items or chance of finding magical items increased by 10%.
All
That's
right.
it.
All right. So yeah, just in this little chest, there's about 120 pieces of gold, or basically 120 gold pieces. Pretty good amount. So Yeah, you find that. And now let's go ahead and go with Shen. Shen, you can give me a 10-sided as well. And then roll me a percentile die. All right, so Shen, you find actually part of a lot of the ship has been basically corroded from the seawater, but you actually, let's see, what do you find? Yeah, as you're you find some coins. You find like 10 coins on the seafloor, and as you're kind of sifting the sand away, finding the coins, you find a piece of cloth, and then you pull on it, and you're like, "Holy crap! This is a sail, and it's intact." And you just keep uncovering and uncovering, and this is going to go on for probably about 4 or 5 more rounds. So you're basically just kind of wafting away the sand, and you're finding a sail. But you're thinking, okay,
sail.
The wood is decomposing, but the sail looks like it's in pristine condition. So
Excellent.
Yeah. So you get so what is everybody else doing as you guys are finding this treasure? So I guess how are you getting this chest up to the top? And do you come up for air, Nothray? Omi, what are you doing? Omi, you didn't. Actually, you did. You did a unskilled smarts based skill. Oh, that's the jack of all trades. So, why don't you give me a D10 as well? Wow.
Oh wow.
So you actually find 125 pieces of gold, and that's as you guys are kind of spreading out and whatnot. You find 125 gold in a small little chest towards the front of the ship. So now you guys have found a total of 245 gold, and then Omi, you can give me a percentile as well. I'm rewarding at 16, so, but that's pretty much. Let's see, 92. That's pretty much all. Yeah. So you guys, when you guys are doing a percentile, you can just right-click on the 10-sided, hit the percentile die, and then just. So it does do it. So it's different for the Savage Worlds rule set. That's weird. All right, so Omi, you did not find anything but the 125 gold in the chest, and that was towards the front of the ship, and that was pretty much where Lily had pointed down towards the water. So, all right, so you guys found some booty. You found 240, and then Shen with your. Of course, everybody else, you're still. This is going to take you a little bit of time to get that sail out of the water. But I mean, if you want to continue doing it, you can. If you want to stop, that's up to you as well.
I'm continuing.
All right. So as you continue, everybody, Omi, you have to come up for air as well, right? At some point.
Oh, I'm aquatic.
So you have water breathing.
I can breathe and speak underwater.
Okay. And there's no time limit for breathing, right? Like there would be with Nothray?
No.
Okay. So Nothray, you'll have to go to the surface as they are, and you can see that they're uncovering this massive cloth, a sail definitely. There's, you come up to the top, you bring the chest, however you get it up with rope or whatever. Little GM hint there.
Yeah, I got some rope.
Okay, so you get the chest up, Omi. You get that chest up. Nothray, you can go down as well. You can hold your breath, go back down, and you guys eventually get this beautiful sail, pristine condition sail, from being covered up with all of this mud and dirt that's settled on top of it on the bottom of the sea. So it takes you a little while. You guys use ropes, pull that up as well. It weighs the folding boat down tremendously, but after, I would say, probably about 45 minutes to an hour, you guys can take that sail, the booty, back to the Spoon Slayer.
Excellent.
Also, there's no special rules for combat in the water. So
Yeah, I didn't see any either, so that's why I was asking if you could. And I was
Yeah.
just skimming. That's why I was asking if you could take a look. I wonder if there's something.
just the
in there-
armor thing.
Yeah, and that's what in 50 fathoms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. So
I think your pace is halved unless you have a special feature, like swimming, some kind of swimming feature.
Well, you have a swim pace.
it's usually half your pace, right? Swimming is like what, half your pace or something like that. That's how we'll do it for now, anyways, and then we'll look it up. We'll look it up again later on. So, all right. So you get back to the ship. Everyone else helps you get that up. All of the other crewmen. Beautiful sail. Actually, by the time you get from the wreck to the boat, the sail's already dried out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's already dried out. So, Equius, he takes a look at it. He says that he's seen a couple of these before, previously in his times on the sea, and he tells you that these are called swift topsails. So these are crafted from a very fine silk, and they are enchanted with powerful air magic. And these topsails, they increase your ship's top speed by 2. So not too bad.
Excellent.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll open up your Spoon Slayer character sheet really quick, and we'll put on there your top speed will now be, instead of 12, will be instead of 10, will be a 12, and we'll put the 12 in parentheses or brackets, and then we will write on the ship's notes, or let's see. Where else can we... oh, wow, we can actually drop NPCs now on the ship. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there's a modification. Okay, so we'll add the... I'll add the sails to the Spoon Slayer. That's pretty cool.
We should sew a giant spoon into that sail, Shen.
I think Shen fell asleep. Shen, you all right? Captain Shen?
Cap.
Yeah.
Captain to the bridge.
Captain Shen passed out on the poop deck, guys. So you guys get the sail all put away, and in fact,
Maybe he had to poop.
maybe he had to poop on the poop deck or hang over and poop off of the poop deck.
Yeah,
There
talking
you-
about me, I had spousal unit aggro.
Oh,
Sorry.
did you? Nice. So why don't we why don't we go ahead and end a little early tonight? And I think this would be a good point, because as you guys are getting the sail put up and rigged up on all of the draw cords and stuff, all of a sudden over the edge of the ship burst a bunch of aquatic looking men, and it looks like there's almost a dozen of these things that are bursting over the deck. And as Equius, he's up on the poop deck with the captain, these are what they look like, and Equius says, "The Kahana are attacking!" And he says, "Everybody fight to the death!" So almost a dozen of these jump over. They climb up the sides of the boats, up the anchor, up the nets, etc. So we'll start off next time with a combat with the Kahana.
Repel
God,
borders.
Dave, why are you such a tease?
Repel borders.
Yeah, right. So, all right. So next time we will play will be, I believe it is on the 27th, right? So yeah, on the 27th we'll play at 6:30. Thanks again. Sorry about Zero. I needed you here for the medallion and stuff, just so you could know that the medallion could possibly have something. You'll find out if you ever find Tress of the Red. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start next time with an encounter with the Kahana, Gilligan, Mr. Howell, the Skipper, Marianne. They're all Tyr, Wee Willie, Wormy. They're all grabbing shivs, and looks like we're gonna have a big boat combat to start next time as the Kahana try to seize what you've taken, probably from what they claimed is their treasure down under the sea. But anyways, great game tonight. You guys inherited some more crewmen. The cast from Gilligan's Island. Oh boy,
Damn hungry bastards.
yeah. So thanks for playing, guys, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.